Hi, here we explain how to use the free app Gas Isotopic to simulate the maturity GOR and doing PVT modeling with your isotope data. Here we have two templates with three curves, calibrated model curves for three kinds of kerogen, type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 2 is oil-prone source rock, and the curve is the black given by Faber 1987, and there's small modification later, but they are very close. The big difference is the red type 1. A lot of people don't use it because they don't believe there's type 1 kerogen in the world. And very rare, because the Tmax can't measure it. You know, they all measure temperature too low and become type 2 and type 3. And the type 3, we also did some correction because a lot of the C1, the methane isotope, are much lighter at lower maturity than the Faber 1987. The type 1 is actually used exclusively by Geomark and only and throughout their work. And but in reality, there are variations. There are type 2 as well. And shown here is the Eagleford. It fits type 2 actually very well. If you use type 1 only, you miss the part which can be volatile oil here. And over here, 1.1, you know, which is volatile oil based on type 2. But if you use type 1 only, you are looking at the 1.35, which is wet gas only. Then, you know, so Eagleford, it works fine. But type 1, you will be raising the question why there are a lot of type 1s off here. That's because you know, the wet and dry gas here, they have biogenic gas mixing in, and here is the dry gas mixing, over mature dry gas mixing in the San Marcos arc. Actually, it should be black oil here, but you got lots of gas, and if you really have the luck to use isotope data, you know this is not caused by the phase change. When some people say there's a type 3 mixed in, but now this is indicate is type 2 is still oil, and type 1 is over mature dry gas charging from very deep. And this is well explained by Dr. Kolacki from Stratton Group. So in the reference you'll find it. So if you want to change, or I want to show you type 1 how it works, and so you delete the current file here, and then you'll be able to upload your own. Here I use a type 1 source rock, which is from North Storm parts, source parts, and source parts. You know, the source rock is from the Silurian time period, and during that time, you know, there's everything's a very low single cell source rock kerogen, and so it's actually a type 1 fits better. If you use a type 2, you know, you are in the volatile oil section. If you use type 1, it's really in the condensate wet gas region, and so you generate the GOR much closer to reality, and you can generate the maturity number. And if you use type 2, you basically off by a factor of 2 from the actual production GOR. Just shows you how accurate the maturity GOR could be. And so if you use here we have the next tab, which let you model the GOR and project it under the depths of the formation and see if it's prone to PVT fractionation. We know that if it can't be type 3, because if it's type 3, a lot of the gas is in the white or dry gas region already. So it has to be either the marine type 2, and the GOR is in here, in this volatile oil window to condensate. But if you use type 1 marine, then it's really in the condensate to wet gas region. You know, you got higher GOR and a lot of fractionation, and that actually raised the issue in the North Dome and South Pass. You have oil and gas separation. phase separation. You use the isotopic and better to find where should be the oil, where should be the gas, and optimize the production. So this just shows you how powerful this free app could be. Thank you.